Hey there, how's it going everybody? In this video, we will talk about how to plot a pie chart like this in Python. So let's go. So first of all, we import matplotlib package, which is a package for plotting in Python, a very famous and powerful package for plotting in Python. So we say import matplotlib, pyplot as PLT, and by saying as PLT, I mean we are defining an alias name, which is PLT, for this long-term matplotlib.pyplot. And remember why we are doing this, because we want to use a shorter term, let's say PLT, instead of that long-term matplotlib.pyplot. There it is. And then we define two variables, which are brands and market share Q1. And remember, our example is about the smartphone market share in the first quarter of the year 2020 for each brand. For example, for Huawei, in the first quarter of the year 2020, the market share value is 20.2. For Samsung, it is 19.5. For Apple, it is 13.6, and etc. So we have two variables, brands and market share Q1. The brands is the brand's name, and the market share Q1 is the market share value for each brand in the first quarter of the year 2020. And after that, we want to have a pie chart. So we say plt.py we are using this pie function for plotting a pie chart. And then we pass the values, the market share Q1 as the first argument to this pie function. So we say plt.py and we pass the values, market share Q1, and we pass market share Q1 to this function. And we say labels equals to brands. Our labels of our pie chart is going to be our brands. And then we say plt.show for showing the chart. And if you run the code, you can see it. There it is. Here's our pie chart. But maybe you ask, how can we have numbers? How can we have these numbers? For example, 20.2, 19.5, 13.6, and etc. on this pie chart. How can we show these numbers on our pie chart? For doing that, we use another argument, which is auto-pct, auto-present, and we use a lambda function. And remember, you should know about lambda function, then you can use it. If you don't know about it, check it out. So we pass an argument, which is auto-pct, and we use a lambda function. And lambda function works like this. For example, it takes an argument, for example, which is x. And for simplicity, for now, let's suppose it returns x. So it takes x, and for simplicity, suppose it returns x. And if we run the code, you can see here's our pie chart with the numbers. But you can see that the numbers have a lot of precisions, and maybe you don't want that kind of thing. So we can say, for example, let's take x and return the round of x to two decimal places. You should return, we say, hey, lambda function, you should take x as an input and return the round of x to two decimal places as the output. And if we run the code, you can see here is our numbers, and we have rounded them to two decimal places. And maybe you ask, how can we have the percent sign beside each number? Then we can use an f-string, for example. And remember, you should know about f-string, then you can use it. So we say f-string, and we say here's our round of x to two decimal places, and then we put a percent sign beside our number. And if we run the code, you can see here's our numbers, and here's our percent sign. And you can see we have labels, Huawei, Samsung, Apple, Xiaomi, Oppo, others. And you can see that, for example, the market share of Huawei in the first quarter of the year 2020 is 20.26. For Samsung, it is 19.56, and etc. Thank you for watching this video, and please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. That's a great support, and I really need it. Thank you.